Offline marketing without the agony of cold calling. Introduction. Offline marketing? I'm interested. But I'm not a salesperson and I don't want a cold call. Is that what you think? Then you can relax. This report will teach you how you can succeed at offline marketing without cold calling. You'll learn how to generate leads without making a single cold call and how best to make an initial contact with a prospect. This report will also teach you how to make sure you don't accidentally alienate prospects and how to present your offer. When you finish reading this report, you'll know how and why to segment your leads and how to quickly convert hot leads. Finally, it will teach you how to follow up on warm and cold leads. Offline marketing represents a huge opportunity. There are probably hundreds of businesses in your area that are clueless when it comes to marketing on the internet. As an experienced marketer, you have, as they say, mad skills that you could be marketing to local business people. There's just no reason to miss out on this amazing opportunity because you've been afraid of cold calling. All you have to do is use the information you'll find in this report and you'll be a dyed-in-the-wool expert offline marketer in no time at all. Offline marketing defined. The term offline marketing is something of a misnomer. It's not the same kind of marketing you do on the internet, except you do it off the internet. It really means marketing the skills that you've learned as an internet marketer to local businesses. There are undoubtedly dozens, if not hundreds, of businesses in your area that have no idea how to create effective websites, how to do on-page and off-page SEO, how to generate leads, how to utilize Facebook pages, and how to do all those other little things that could be helping them earn more business. What you can sell offline customers. Websites. The easiest sell might be creating websites. As you'll see in a few minutes, you can put together a list of prospect companies that don't have websites and you could solicit them first. Blogs. Many merchants who have websites don't have blogs, and yet blogs can be a powerful business building tool. You could sell many prospects on having you create blogs and then post to them on a regular basis, which would be a nice source of ongoing revenue. Search engine optimization, or SEO. You can bet that very few small businesses understand on-page and off-page SEO. Lead generation. This could also be an easy sell, as not many small business people understand how the internet can be used to generate leads. Facebook fan pages. You may find a lot of businesses in your area have websites, but how many have Facebook fan pages? Your prospects may have seen TV commercials that end with an invitation to visit the advertiser's fan page, so they know this could be important. And you can help them create a Facebook fan page that can generate leads and new customers. And also social marketing. Again, most small businesses know they should be twittering and posting to social sites, but they have no idea how to harness the power of those sites. Generating leads. The first thing you need to do to launch your offline marketing business is to generate some leads. Online leads. You could start by searching for businesses online. First, find a category. Dentists, divorce lawyers, or high fashion stores might be a good place to start. Next, go online and search for businesses in these categories in your local Yellow Pages. For example, we searched divorce lawyers in our local Dex Knows and found more than 12 pages of listings. If your Yellow Pages is like ours, those listings will include a link to the business's website if it has one. Make a list of those that have no websites but that have email addresses. Then go back and look for businesses that have websites but could stand improvement. Make a list of them. What if you don't find businesses that either don't have a website or have one that needs improvement? Pick another category and repeat until you have created a nice long list of those businesses that could be great prospects for the magic of your services. How to generate leads with a generic website. Once you have a list of businesses that don't have websites, create a generic website for a business in that category. If you chose a category such as high fashion women's apparel, you should create a site for this kind of store and give it a generic name. Next, send emails to all the stores on your list. But note, if you found businesses that I have neither a website nor an email address, you might want to cross them off the list. Any business that doesn't have an email address probably isn't a very good prospect. Include a link in the emails to your generic website. Point out to your prospects that they could have a great site like this at very little cost. Sell them on the benefits of having a website. Include your phone number and close by saying that you will be contacting them soon by phone to discuss exactly what you could do to help them get more customers. A second great way to generate leads is offline. This means you'll have to do some face-to-face schmoozing, but trust us, that's a lot easier than cold calling. It's a great way to start with a prospect, but the setting is basically social. You don't have to do any selling. The objective is just to get to know people to find leads. And you may be surprised at how easy it is to generate leads. Just tell people you build websites and blogs, and sometimes they'll just fall all over you to learn what you could do for them. When people ask you what you do for a living and you say, "I build websites," their first response will often be, "How much do you charge?" That's definitely what you would call a hot prospect. Here are some good places to start generating leads offline. Local associations. A good place to start is with your local Chamber of Commerce. You might generate a lot of leads just by attending meetings, talking to people, and passing out your business card. You should be able to get a membership directory, which could be a virtual goldmine of leads. Consider joining Rotary International and getting active. Again, this gives you an opportunity to meet small businessmen and businesswomen, introduce yourself, and get names and email addresses. Many professions have associations. For example, in our area there are associations such as the American Society of Women Accountants, a local subcontractors association, a restaurant association, a software industry association, and many, many more. Get involved in several of these associations and you should be able to build a lead or prospect list in no time at all. Lead groups. Are there lead groups in your area? We have one called Cash. It says it's a self-motivated, highly active club with a 10-year history of helping members' businesses become more successful by referring qualified prospective customers to each other. We exchange more than 100 leads every month. BNI Inc. is a huge networking organization that has chapters in many cities. It says it offers members the opportunity to share ideas, contacts, and business referrals. If you don't belong to at least one of these groups, you need to join one. After all, their sole purpose in life is leads. So why wouldn't you join one and get active? Have you checked into local meetups? These are groups of people that often live in the same area and who meet periodically to make connections and exchange leads. And buy leads. If you don't mind spending some money, you can actually buy leads. The company Hoovers sells mailing lists you can target by industry. It also offers what Hoovers describes as call prep sheets that you need to demonstrate knowledge, establish credibility, and position your product as a must-have. There are also companies that sell email lists. Two of the more popular of these are salesgenie.com and usadata.com. Have the right stuff. Did you ever see the movie The Right Stuff? It's all about the 7 original Mercury astronauts. You might not be a heroic astronaut, but when it comes to handling the leads you develop, you do need to have the right stuff. Offline marketing is different from the online marketing you're used to because you have to actually sell yourself. The product is you. If your initial contact is online, your email sales letter must be interesting, evocative, and professional looking. You need to have an objective and several sales points or benefits in support of it. Is your objective to schedule a meeting? Then you need to give the prospect good reasons for wanting to give up his or her time to meet with you. You'll also need to establish your credentials. That is, your marketing experience and skills. Again, be concise. People might read 12-page sales letters online, but busy business people are unlikely to take enough time out of their day to do this. And make sure that all your information is correct, especially your contact information, and that everything is spelled correctly and is grammatically correct. Your contact information should include your phone number and email address, and might include a link to a site you're particularly proud of. Also, don't use generic contact information, that is, an email that you could send to anyone. That initial contact should be as specific to the person and his or her business as possible. If you're contacting a real estate company, your letter or email should talk specifically about real estate and what you could do to help them get more listings and so on. If you make that initial contact in person, such as at a leads group or Chamber of Commerce meeting, remember the old adage, you only get one chance to make a first impression. That's absolutely true. Be friendly, have your contact information ready, and don't be pushy. The purpose of an initial contact is basically just to introduce yourself, tell the prospect a bit about what you have to offer, and get his or her contact information. Segmenting your leads. The first thing to do after you have accumulated a number of leads is to sort them into 3 piles. These piles should be labeled prospective clients, useful networking contacts, and others. Then sort the prospective clients into 3 piles: hot, warm, and cold. You may have to have some experience before you can do this with 100% accuracy, but it's important you start segmenting your leads, as you'll have a nice stack of leads to work with. So what are hot leads? They're people you feel could convert into paying customers with 1 sales call, or maybe 2 at the most. How do you know who these people are? They're the ones who give you a good, positive response. If you sent them an email, they might email you right back asking for more information or suggesting a meeting. Prospects you talk with in person that you might classify as hot prospects are those who ask you to send them more information or suggest that you stop by their place of business sometime so you can talk more. Warm leads are people who show some interest in working with you. They may ask you for more information, but they won't commit to a meeting. Cold leads are people you might want to follow up on sometime in the future, but basically turn you off when you talk about what you could do for them. They're generally polite but uninterested or non-committal, and may not want to give you their contact information. Stop and immediately follow up on the hot and warm leads. Of course, where you need to concentrate most of your time is on those hot leads. The faster you can convert several of them into paying customers, the faster you'll enjoy the thrill of watching money roll in. In fact, the whole purpose of segmenting your leads is so that you can focus your time and attention on the low-hanging fruit and not waste it chasing a bunch of what real estate people call looky-loos. Make them a Godfather offer. You remember Marlon Brando in The Godfather suggesting someone be made an offer he can't refuse? You may not be able to make a prospect an offer he or she can't refuse, but when you present an offer to a hot prospect, you need to have done your homework. You should have analyzed the prospect's web presence and decided what it is you can do to help him or her the most. You should have a plan in mind and be prepared to provide prices. If the prospect doesn't have a website, your first offer might be to build one. You'll need to be ready to handle objections, as anyone who doesn't have a website probably has a strong belief that he or she doesn't need one. The first comment you're likely to get is, "My store is doing fine, why do I need a website?" Or maybe, "I used to have a website, but it didn't get me any business, so I took it down." You may even hear tales of someone who charged the merchants an arm and a leg, took 6 months to get the site up, and then just disappeared. Be prepared to deal with people who have had experiences like this, because trust us, there are a lot of them out there. This is where your offer comes in. You need to be able to show your prospect why the website you would build is bound to be successful. You need to be able to demonstrate how you can use SEO to get the site ranked highly in Google, and how the merchant could use the site to draw in business, using tactics such as coupons and special offers. You could make a special offer yourself using the razor and razor blade marketing strategy. This is where you would offer to build the site for practically nothing so you could get paid to maintain it every month and add new content, which is where you would make your real profit. If your prospect already has a decent website, you should be able to sell him or her on paying you to build a Facebook fan page. Most business people have seen the big guys like Ford Motors referring people to a fan page, but they have no idea how to build one or get customers to go there and like it. So offering to build a fan page for the merchant could lead to an easy sale and an easy job for you. Sell what the prospect will buy. When you try to convert that hot lead into a customer, you also need to think in terms of what the prospect is likely to buy. A very small business such as a bookstore might be willing to pay you to build a website or improve its existing site, but not much else. However, you might be able to sell a small restaurant chain a complete package: a new website, off-page SEO, monthly maintenance, a Facebook page, and administering a deal of the day through Groupon, Living Social, or some local coupon site. Those networking leads. Remember that pile of leads you'd labeled networking contacts? If you find you still have to work on your marketing, go back to those leads and separate them into 2 groups. People who could lead you to prospective clients, and people who could lead you to marketing opportunities such as networking groups or meetups. Follow up on those who could help you with sales leads. Now you should have 3 groups left: cold client leads, people who can lead you to marketing opportunities, and others. Think what you did to generate your hot and warm leads. Maybe you'll want to do some more of whatever it was. If that's true, put aside those cold leads, because you'll soon have new hot and warm ones. Would you like to get better leads than what you had originally? If so, you might try some of the new marketing possibilities or ideas that you had stashed away in a desk drawer. And the cold leads, throw them away. They're just cluttering up your life. In summary, offline marketing offers an amazing opportunity because the market is absolutely huge. There are hundreds or even thousands of businesses that need your skills. In some cases, you can make sales so easily you might be banging your head wishing you had started this a long time ago. As you've read, you can get business without making cold calls, either by making contacts via the internet or by joining and getting active in the Chamber of Commerce, Rotary, lead groups, and meetups. You've also learned that when you first meet people in person, a sales call is no longer a cold call. You've met the person. They know who you are. You've also read about the importance of segmenting your leads and working the ones that are most likely to pay off in new business, and the importance of an initial contact or sales call. In short, you now have what you need to get out of that chair, go offline, and see your income skyrocket.